What is up YouTube, MNNTHBX here. Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over this 2022 Honda Navi, how we are going to take out this big ass airbox and eventually replace it with this K&N air filter right here and this smaller air filter to go along with it. It's said that when you add a new air filter onto the Navi, it gives you more speed on your top speed end. So we're gonna go ahead and test out performance base as well. We're going to hop on, see how fast it goes now, and then before we do anything to the bike, and then we're gonna test how fast it goes after we do the air filter and shit like that. So yeah, stick with me. I'm gonna give you guys a tutorial on how to remove and put in a new air filter, and also we're gonna see if it actually adds mile per hour onto your bike. So also, if you look right here, I have another clutch, a brand new clutch, and it's native language. It's like a toy. There's nothing on the back or nothing. It's just this. It looks like a fucking toy. So like I said, eventually I want to get this bike to be as fast as it possibly can be with all upgrades. As you can see over here, I got the pipe already installed, which gives it a little bit more torque, so it's faster on the front end as far as acceleration and shit like that. The Yoshimura pipe, I have a video on how to install the Yoshimura pipe as well if you're wondering about that. So without further ado, I'm gonna hop on the bike, see how fast it goes now. We're gonna clock that, and then we're gonna install the new air filter and see how fast it goes after that.
All right, so to start it off, as you can see right here, I put over on a road where I could do a speed test without having to stop or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a speed test and see what we got for before we add on an air filter. So let's give it a go. See how quick I get up there though? Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. What can we get? We're at like 52, 51. We're at like 52. Before the air filter, we're at 52.
All right, y'all, so now that we know that it goes 52 miles an hour stock airbox, we're going to go ahead and tear into this airbox. I'm going to show you guys how to tear this down and install the new airbox, and then we will test how fast it goes after to see if it gives us any noticeable performance changes. So let's get right into it.
So to start off, the stock airbox has a whole bunch of screws on the outside, so you'll want to remove all of those on the front cover, and they're just Phillips heads, so nothing too crazy. Some of them are hidden in these little holes right here. Get those off, and the front cover of the airbox should come right off. As you can see, my air filter falls right out onto the ground, and this is what it looks like if you've never seen the inside of one. The inside part of the airbox is being held on by a bunch of 10mm bolts all around the outside of the carriage. For some reason, mine weren't there. I might have took them out before or something. I don't know. Some of them aren't there, but where I'm pointing at, I promise there's 10mm bolts.
Bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
Get those out, and basically the next part of your airbox should be released. Next, what you're going to want to do is get some sort of small Phillips head screwdriver that'll fit inside this cramped space right here, and you'll see there's a bolt that is connected to a bracket. You're going to want to loosen that bolt, and your airbox will come right off. Next, what you're going to want to do is go back to the other side, and you'll see two tubes. The one at the bottom is easy. It just pulls right out like this. Then for the top tube, it's only connected by this little clamp right here. It's like a little paper clip clamp. You just undo that, and once you get that done, it can just pull right out, and your airbox is officially removed.
All right, y'all, so after we get the full airbox off, you'll see right here, the back of your thing, I don't know what the fuck that shit's called, a circle. Anyways, this is my setup that I'm gonna put in there. As you can see, most of the ones that you'll get are gonna come with just like a regular hose clamp kind of thing. And basically what is good about this one for me is that if you look back here, I took my back fender off. So I don't have a back fender. So basically the water will just kick up and hit like a one like this that's not actually being guarded by something. So that's why this is a good setup. So basically I'm gonna put this onto the back of here, and then I'm going to find that clamp, and the clamp is just a a flathead. I don't know if you could see it or not, but it's right there. It's just a flathead. You tighten that up around the thing and it tightens it up and obviously holds it there. I don't know why I'm explaining to you how tightening something up. All right, y'all, so after you put it on and like I said, tighten up your flathead bolt right there, it should be on there snug. And then you should be able to go on to the next one, which will be this smaller air filter. And that will be going into this part of your bike, the tube that we just took the old filter off. So basically this is going to go inside here like that. And after that, you'll add another hose clamp. So this one is a Phillips head. Just like put that around it like this and then clamp it down so that it doesn't go anywhere. And oh man, all right, so we're gonna put this little tube in here, right? And then you're gonna grab you a little fuck like this, a hose clamp. You're gonna throw your hose clamp on like this, how the other one was. You're gonna put your little fuck over here on the end, get it in there, and then you're going to tighten up your clamp.
6.5 hours later.
All right, y'all, when it's all said and done, these, I had to get a new clamp because I needed a smaller one, but I clamped that on right there. Everything is all clamped up. And then I used electrical tape for the other part, the filter part, because I don't know why, but it just wasn't held in there right. And there was no clamp that was small enough to be able to do it. So like I said before, we're gonna do another speed test and we're gonna take it and see if this actually added anything or did I fuck the whole bike up in general and I need to send it off to go get fixed again for another week. So this is how it looks without that big ass box. That's how the bottom end look now. And without further ado, we're gonna go see if this adds anything to the top speed. So I'm gonna do a top speed run right now with the Instant 360 so you can see it right here. You'll be able to see the speed right here so that yeah, I know I'm not lying, but I haven't yet tested it, so we're gonna see if we can get this up to faster than 52 to see if this actually did make a difference. So yeah, let's go.
As you can see here, it is exactly the same speed as it was before I changed the air filter, so the myth is busted. It will not automatically give you top speed gains. So
all right, y'all, so in conclusion, the new air filter / air intake didn't really add much to the top end speed, but that's fine. That's why we have the new clutch that is going to go on at some point soon, so stay tuned for that. But regardless, it definitely looks a lot better and it matches up with my shocks too. It definitely looks a lot better. It makes it look more like a motorcycle, if you know what I mean. The big ass box made it look like a scooter, if you know what I mean. But if this video helped y'all in any way, if y'all enjoyed it, hit that like button and hit the sub button. I would really appreciate it, and I'm gonna get up with y'all in the next one. Peace.